Everybody, what's going on today? I have an interesting mod for Microsoft Flight Simulator 2020. It's going to be a A-18 fighter jet, which you can get off of msfsaddons.org. I'll link them down below in the description if you want to get this mod into your game as well. It's pretty interesting. It's pretty detailed as well. I mean, it is a freeware, so it's free, which means it's not going to be the highest quality, which you guys will see here in a second, but unfortunately, that's the way it is. I guess, it's right here. It's called Boeing, but that's just because it's a file name. It does add it if you, so no matter what version you have, Premium, Deluxe, Standard Edition, it doesn't matter. It'll add it in here. It'll be under Jets, and it'll be this right here, the Boeing FA-18. So, there's pictures for it. That is actually what it looks like in game, but the pictures are blurry, unfortunately. If you go to the liveries tab, you've got the Blue Angels numbers 1, 2, 3, 4, and so on, and then it turns into these camos right here. So this is a really nice one. I might use this one. I have this one on right now. It looks really nice in game. And if you want to see a little bit of what it looks like in game before you go into it, of course you can just go to I think you just go to general, so options, general. You can kind of see it back there, before that kicks in. So yeah, we're gonna be flying. Let's just hop in this. Let's put a livery on it. I really don't care where we fly as long as it's daylight. I'm gonna slap on the white camo, and let's just find somewhere, maybe like a mountainous area. Let's fly over into... Is this an airport? Yeah. Oh, and I have live weather on, so you can see all these little green dots if you get in zoom. These are all real players, and it's crazy how many people play this game at once. Like, the simultaneous, how you can have all those people in your game at once is just crazy to me. So we're just going to select this as departure. One thing to note is that this thing, if you spawn at a gate or anything, even a runway, you have to go into slew mode by pressing Y. Press G on your keyboard to put down the landing gear, or if you have a yoke or a system, put down your landing gear. It spawns in without landing gear down. It has it retracted. So we're just gonna start here, runway 35. Alright, now that we're on the runway, you can see here it is a pretty loud plane. It's got custom audio files. This is what I'm talking about. You see, they made an effort to make it really detailed, and it looks nice. I mean, if this was Flight Simulator X, this would look amazing. So we can't bash on them too much. One thing I have noticed is that a lot of the things, if you have a room, say radio altimeter, 2 feet, but there are certain things that will still work, like the landing gear. So what I was talking about slew mode is that you want to press Y on your keyboard, and you want to press G. Then you want to press Y again, and if we go into external view, we should, in theory, yep, our landing gear is down there. But this is a NASA livery. I didn't even know that at first. This isn't the most detailed, but it is, it's not like spiky. The model looks pretty good. It's clear, So I think overall it's a really nice aircraft, especially since Microsoft Flight Simulator has just come out in August. And we're already getting added aircraft that is, free. So, like I said, Microsoft Flight Simulator addons.org or just MSFS. I'll link them down below, like I said. And they have a lot of freeware. They've got liveries, aircraft. I think they've got 3 aircraft for free on there. It's a really nice community. So, what I'm going to do is go ahead and I'm just going to push F3 just to let myself go. This plane is really, really loud. Like I said, I don't know which view is better. I'm sorry, I don't know which view is better just because of how loud it is. And I'm trying to, not kill you guys. It is a bit hard to lift off. There we go. But once you lift off, you're in here. So, it's a very tedious model.
Salt Lake Center, November 001 is type 1 miles north of Kilo Victor Echo Lima.
Let me turn
Request flight following.
I would not recommend you try to do anything with the actual buttons in here. They might work, but for the most part, they're not. Like the throttles will work. I'm upside down, as you can see. see here is you're in a downward spiral. Oh, that's just great. That's just great, guys. Not sure how this one's gonna pan out. Nah, it was interesting. Alright, guys, we're back on the runway, and right now we're gonna just try and go up in the air. I have lowered the volume quite a bit, a lot actually, but it is still very, very loud, even with the aircraft engine's volume on 6 and the master volume on 45. So we're just gonna go ahead, get up to speed, and hopefully this time around it won't be as loud. But I'm gonna try and get some good shots up in the air, make it look a little nice. That is very tedious. Alright, let's try and get ourselves up. It is not the best one to do that until you get like, there we go. Look at that. I'm gonna put up the landing gear. I've got all those assists turned on from earlier, but it's a really nice aircraft in my opinion. It's got a lot of maneuverability. I know you can fold the wings on it as well. There's a lever that works for that. I'll see if I can do that mid-flight, and if it won't, just to see if it'll kill my aircraft. Yeah, let's go ahead. I know there's a fold wings button. I think it's like over here. Pretty sure it was this, but I'm not sure why it won't work. Okay, well that's unfortunate. It's a really nice aircraft overall. I really like it. Okay, there we go. All right, so now we're gonna go ahead and just do. Let's see the maneuverability of this aircraft. So I'm gonna try and roll, but like we saw earlier, that did not work out too well. So we're just gonna try and slowly roll. Kill my aircraft. Try to keep it going a bit well. There we go. That wasn't too bad. Let's try and level out. Level out. Okay, there we go. So really, this is a really good model, and I'm pretty sure, you know, I'd have to turn on the HUD again because this isn't, you know, you can't really see how fast you're going in here. But I've read that this thing goes over 800 knots, which is, you know, impressive because they've had to customize the speed of the aircraft so that it's able to do these things. But I mean, you can get some really good shots on this. Alright, when we were back in the air, and this time we're going to be doing a little bit more of a, you know, flight over the ocean, maybe, over this a bit. And I'm going to try and see just how fast we can get this aircraft to go. So, give me a second, I'm going to put on the HUD, and then we can go from there. So, what the HUD's going to do is, it'll show us our airspeed, because we don't have the, you know, we just don't have the option for that in the cockpit, just because of how the avionics are set up. And there's no, you know, there's no like working dials inside of the aircraft. Okay, now that the HUD's on, we can see a bit more. We can see just how high we are, our airspeed as well. The airspeed is what I want to look at, so I'm gonna go full throttle, and let's go down and see how fast we can go. Now, another thing I've seen is that the afterburners on this unfortunately don't work. It's just something that they couldn't do. So we're gonna cut it close to the trees right here, 700 feet. We hit 800 knots. I think we were over 800. Let's try not to crash into these trees. Yeah, we're gonna do it on a slow mode. Oh, why is it doing that? That's interesting. I've never seen that. Okay, slow mode is a bit tedious, I will admit. I don't like it that much. Okay, we're hitting 800 knots once again. 811, I think, is what we just hit there. This plane is a really nice model. I like it a lot. Will I be flying it every day of all hours? Probably not, just because it's, you know, it's just a little on the harder side to control. You know, unfortunately for me, I don't have a joystick, I don't have a yoke. I'm on keyboard and mouse, and if you don't know what keyboard and mouse is like flying on Microsoft Flight Simulator, then I can tell you it is hard. If you try and use your rudders, then it goes full power because, you know, you can't, there's no sensitivity on a keyboard. So if you have any suggestions for me, let me know. If you have any, you know, cheap joysticks or yokes, anything like that. Because here's what happens if, you know, on keyboard users, if they, you know, press 0 or enter on their numpad for the rudders, that was one tap. That's one tap. It's very, very rough. It's not, you know, you can't even like slightly tap it. It just, it goes crazy. But we are able to go 800 knots in this thing, which is really nice. The barrel rolls, whatever you want to call them, rolls, basically a trick, a stunt in this plane is a little hard to do. Well, not hard, but it just goes really, really slow. And I don't know how you would want to improve that. But you can really go pretty much anywhere with this fighter jet. It's pretty cool. It has a lot of liveries. I'm not going to look through all of them in today's video just because of time, but yeah, definitely a nice aircraft. The Blue Angels liveries, that NASA livery that we saw. I'm not sure what my plane's doing right here, but then we've got this Navy livery as well. You can see it has a, if you can turn it, you can see that this has Navy writing on it right there. But yeah, we're in a downward dive. Let's just see how fast we can go, and then that might wrap up this video. Okay, we're gonna hit 700, and oh, that was not a nice hit. All right, guys, we are at 101,000 feet. This is an insane height right now, and we're gonna see just how fast we can get our fighter jet to go. Let's see. Obviously, if you had your crash and damage on, this would not be the best. But we're gonna see if we can control this aircraft. It's not wanting to do it at all, anything that we're trying to do. So if you want to ever do a test like this, make sure that you have your damage and whatever it is called off. Otherwise, you're gonna break your aircraft by going this fast. And the way that I did that was I went into slew mode by pressing Y on my keyboard, and then I went into F4. You press F4 and you go up. Let's see how fast we're going. We are going just 400 knots. Hopefully we can get a bit faster by the time we get to the bottom. Okay, let's see. Come on, keep going, keep going. Okay, we're just about to hit Mach 1. Okay, we're past Mach 1. The aircraft is definitely shaking. It doesn't want to go past 840 knots. Oh, come on, no, 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 keep going, keep going, keep going. Ah, come on, let's go. No. Okay, so this is not gonna go out. Okay, so the aircraft maxes out at 840 knots. I couldn't get it to go any faster than that, despite, you know, falling from 101,000 feet. But that's okay. It's a really nice aircraft. It wasn't made for that, so we'll let it slide on that one. Overall, it's a really nice aircraft. You guys should definitely get this model and check out everything else that they have on their website. If you guys are looking for anything else, any suggestions, recommended things I should do, I think the next video we're going to do is see just how high we can go in Microsoft Flight Simulator. Whether it be 300,000 feet, 400,000 feet, I don't know. But we're going to see just how high we can go. So stay tuned for that episode. It'll be shortly I don't know, after this one. I'm gonna try and get both of them ready and post it at the same time. So once you guys are done watching this video, be sure you try and watch that one. Without further ado, I'm gonna head off. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you liked it, be sure to press the like button, and if you're new here, subscribe, because you're gonna get a lot more Microsoft Flight Simulator content than this. I'm gonna see just how many other mods I can get into this game, even though this in its early stages. But we're gonna see just how good we can make this game, and see, just what we can put in this game to make it just that much better. You guys already know I'm using the same B-roll footage as the last video because I once again forgot to point something out, and that's that tomorrow, from this video being posted, I will be uploading the next video in Microsoft Flight Simulator of a bunch of planes dropping from as high up in the atmosphere as we can get them. I think that's going to be a really cool video, so make sure you guys go watch that one, and be sure to check out the description for Microsoft Flight Simulator add-ons if you want to get this fighter jet in your game. It's a really simple download, and all the instructions are posted on their website. So that is going to be the final thing I'm going to leave you guys with. If you enjoy this video, like it and subscribe. I'll see you guys in the next one.